All right, on these we need to factor and solve. If I wanted to, I could recognize that as a difference of two squares, which I think would just be w plus 6, w minus 6. If you don't recognize that as the difference of two squares, think of it as w squared plus 0w minus 36 equals 0. My coefficient is 1, so I can go straight to my diamond. So negative 36 and 0. The two numbers that multiply to negative 36 add to 0 are 6 and negative 6, which would give me w plus 6, w minus 6. Oops. And I need to make sure I look at the directions. It says solve, because that said equal to 0, so then I take each one of those factors, set it equal to 0, and I get w equals negative 6, because I subtracted 6 from both sides, and w equals 6 because I added 6 to both sides. This one is a perfect square, difference of two squares, so that's going to be 4y put a plus and a minus, 3. Take each factor, set it equal to 0. Here, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I get 4y equals negative 3. Then I'm going to divide by 4 and get y equals negative 3/4. There's my first answer. Here, I add 3 to both sides and get 4y equals 3. Divide by 4, y equals positive 3/4. All right, 19, I can go straight to my diamond because my coefficient is 1, negative 72, positive 1. Those numbers are 9 and negative 8. So w, not w, it's x. X plus 9. Sorry, my plus is off a little there. And x minus 8 equals 0. Take each one of those, set them equal to 0. And you're going to get x equals negative 9 and x equals 8. Go to my diamond problem because my coefficient is 1. 81, 18. Multiplies to 81, adds to 18. Those two numbers are 9 and 9. So x plus 9, x plus 9. That is what we refer to as a perfect square trinomial. Because both factors are the same. Since they're the same, we only really need to do this problem one time. X plus 9 equals 0. Subtract 9 from both sides, and you get negative 9. All right, 21, we need to start using the slide and divide because our coefficients aren't 1. So I'm going to multiply, and I get negative 40. So x squared plus 6x minus 40 equals 0. I can now go to my diamond problem. So negative 40 it multiplies to, positive 6 it adds to. Those numbers are 10 and negative 4. So I'm going to have x plus 10 and x minus 4. Well, I multiplied by 5, So now I need to divide by 5. And that first one, it goes in evenly, so it's going to be x plus 2. Here, that does not go in evenly, so I need to slide the 5 over, and I get 5x minus 4. Take each set of parentheses, set it equal to 0. X plus 2 equals 0. 5x minus 4 equals 0. You should get x equals negative 2 and x equals 4/5. And those are your two answers. All right, slide and divide again. You multiply that and you get 40. Rewrite the problem. X squared plus 13x plus 40 equals 0. So they need to multiply to 40, add to 13. That's going to be 8 and 5. So x plus 8, x plus 5. Well, we multiplied by 2 here, so we need to divide by 2. And that's going to give me x plus 4. And here we're going to have to slide that 2 in front. 2x plus 5. Set each one of those equal to 0, and when you do that, you're going to get x equals negative 4, x equals negative 5/2. All right, number 23. It looks like I have a GCF that I can take out first. 5 goes into all of them, and they all share at least 3 y's. And I'm going to be left with y squared minus y minus 2. And then I'm only looking at the trinomial, what's inside the parentheses. My coefficient there is 1. So I'm going to go straight to my diamond, negative 2, negative 1. Those two numbers that multiply to negative 2, add to negative 1 are negative 2, positive 1. So I still have my 5y cubed. And then I'm going to have y minus 2, y plus 1. You take each one of these factors, set them equal to 0, and you're going to get y equals 0, 2, and negative 1. All right, number 24, it looks like there's a GCF there of 7x. And I'll be left with x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals 0. I can go straight to my diamond problem. It needs to multiply to negative 4, add to 3, and those two numbers are negative 3, negative 1. So I'm still going to have my GCF of 7x, x minus 3, x minus 1. I don't need to divide because my coefficient was 1 there. Go ahead and take each factor, set it equal to 0, and you're going to get x equals 0, 3, and 1. All right.